Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. Let me get busy doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm kind of wandered off into La La Land. At any rate, time to get cracking with these monthlies. So this is going to be Taurus and Aquarius sitting in a tree. Kissing for the month of March. And I guess a little piece of April too. There you go. One more shuffle. I did the big deck already. What I've seen thus far is the Hangman, Two of Swords, there's your Hangman, Strength card. So those are going to be, I guess, recurring themes for this reading. The Two of Swords is really about making a head over heart decision. That's exactly what came to mind when I was shuffling. Let me just get the damn cards down on the damn board. Thank you to everybody that has liked, shared, and subscribed. I love you. Thank you for being who you are. Keep doing what you do. Those of you that are new, welcome. Not your regular channel, because I'm not your regular kind of reader. Oh, sookie, sookie, sookie. But please, if you haven't subscribed, like, do all that extra stuff, hit the notification bell, let you know when I'm online or getting ready to do something. Wow. Well, oh wow. Okay, so and even for every other reading I've heard about Taurus and some mysterious air sign, there's some kind of reconciliation in the works. That's about what I'm just going to have to say about the hell. And it's going to be a I know type of thing in my head, but it's going to be definitely about the hard work and the patience that goes into hard work. You can't just rush through some shit. I don't know. This is a fucking twin flame, fucking karmic, blah, 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 blah. Pick your thing. So here's weeks 1 and 2. Looking at your overall energy with the Two of Wands on top of the Hope card. For a lot of you, it's just even beyond hope. It's a fact. And you're planning. It's the front end of your overall energy. What is striking, I don't know if you can see it in this card, but there's a sun and there's a sun. There's two suns. And if you just want to be funny about it, you can say there's three, and there's actually a figure, a person inside of this one. The divine is on your side. This is how I had to put this shit. I don't know what y'all got going on. I really don't. I wish I knew, because I want some. But this is a timing thing. And so I don't know how well you can see those two suns with all this excess light I got. Now I got too much light. Who the hell knew? But it's almost like they are lined up right. And so this is the little fella in this card is lined up right, just that damn Two of Swords. I know I saw it somewhere, but yeah, that balance. It's a balance, and it's about waiting on shit to be just right at that moment. So Taurus, I have this feeling that y'all have just run to the starting gate and y'all are just ready to go. But you're waiting. And so here comes the back end of your overall energy. And so y'all done ran to the damn gate, and what you realize now is that you had a complete and total meltdown. No, there's just no spontaneity in this shit whatsoever. You're just trying to get to the damn gate because you know that's where the good shit is. There was no stroll in the park. Not with that one. So some of you are trying to rein in the emotional piece of this because you already know it's a waiting game. But check that 2 out on top. So you're going to have to do a couple more laps around the track probably. For many of you, and see, this is all the good nookie and shit on this side of the card. But here, on the back, you can just, they ran through it. Some of you may have separated. And I'm reading this from Taurus's perspective, so I'm just picking up the energy that's coming up. Some of you may have separated. And, because Taurus, we're patient creatures, but, even iron rust out. What the hell? So many of you may have just said, fuck it, you don't want to do this no more, and now you're finding out your Aquarius is really about that shit. They really are. But it's just, they're taking a long way around the mountain, and now some of you may be feeling like, oh, fuck, how much more time did I add? For some of you, and so this is one of Grandmama's readings: to eat the fish, leave the bones. Don't choke on what don't belong to you. So this is not going to resonate with everybody. But some of you, this has been an ongoing situation for a minute. And for whatever reason, trying to break apart has just not been a viable option or solution or what the fuck ever. I don't know. But for others of you, this was maybe, too intense in the first place, and you didn't even try to get into it, but you kept coming back around each other because the chemistry is there. So there's a million different gazillion billion ways this story can go. So I'm going to just tell you from the outset, there's gems here, there's diamonds and nuggets. You're just going to have to pick your diamond and your nugget. Looking at the first week, the strength card, it's a new beginning. So we can just start this week tomorrow. What the hell, the 10th. It's a new beginning for Taurus and Aquarius. Tomorrow's the 10th, the hell. Thursday, the 11th. New moon. New moon. Yeah. Got a new moon coming. I'm not sure of the placements, what it's in, or who's in it, but it's a new moon. Just the energy that I feel from this, it's exciting. This is that book you've been wanting to read for the last 6 months. Now you finally got the time to read it. Boom, here you go. It's that kind of feeling, that sense of satisfaction, that sense of contentment. But when you get the ass end of a card, there's always a piece of ass somewhere stuck. The twist here is about not getting trapped in old patterns. So whatever happened before, you can't attach triggers to that now. You're going to have to start straight up. And for a lot of you, you're not even going to have an option to, because the universe is just going to just kindly block whatever dumb shit you're going to say or do or whatever impulsive, crazy block and deleting. From this point on, the universe is just going to just clip you where you are and catch you and just keep you moving on down. Because for whatever it's worth, this is a relationship that has some kind of importance for if not one of you, definitely both of you. Or vice versa, however you want to put that. But there's something here that needs to happen. So there's a purpose. However that's resonating, there's a purpose to this. You cannot go into this, though, with the old shit, because it is a brand new beginning. King of Wands on top of the triumphant success. There's going to be some conversations. Obviously, it's going to be successful, but I think from Taurus's perspective, it's going to be a success because you're finally going to hear maybe the wisdom that you've been trying to hear out of Aquarius. And them stepping forth and taking some action. This is a fire card. And the honesty. I think some of you may have been tangled up in just so much shit that nobody was really being honest about anything. Everybody was throwing a rock and hiding their damn hand. And so this is the point where, once again, at a new beginning, all of this comes forth. And there ain't nothing bad about it. This, we go from a 0, the new beginning, to a 1, that triumphant success. It's a progression. It's a definite progression. And it's an emotional and physical thing. And trying to put all of this into a nice little basket for Taurus and Aquarius so y'all can work together. There's a lot of divine intervention. I swear to goodness, it is. It just is. I can feel it. I can see it. And damn near hear it. But this is a lot of good stuff. At the end of this first week, the Tower sitting on the wisdom or the power card, I'm sorry. This is obviously going to be about revelations, and this is a double-edged sword. No pun intended. Aquarius. But this is a double-edged sword. So, however this is resonating for you, Taurus, whatever you find out, there's going to be some pieces found out about you too. So this is come clean time. But you need this for this new beginning. And so that the power card that's underneath, that 8, there's 2 4s. That's just the foundational shit. The stability, the structure of it. But you need to deal with whatever revelations. There can't be a whole lot of, oh my God, who it now? I'm sure some of you are going, oh my God, your way right out the door. But I don't feel like that's a big group of you. I think the majority of you that this applies to are going to be like, oh my God, okay, now what do we need to do from here? Typical Taurus, just stay on the grind. That puts you in a position of power, Taurus. But it also puts Aquarius in a position of power, because now they can see where they've made their mistakes. Everybody gonna get a piece. I'm just saying. So it's not gonna be a one-sided affair. You notice we got a little pop over here, a little pop over there. So everybody gonna get something. That said, this will be the point where you see, everybody will see where their power is in this relationship. And we're swinging right back to the beginning as we walk into this new beginning. That part. And so those of you that are cringing like, power, what do you mean? No. Every relationship has a power dynamic to it. And both people are in it. And depending on what's going on, how healthy people are, how you process your emotions, the job you have, how many kids you have, and a whole lot of other shit, depends on power. You know what power you have. You don't need me to break it down. You know what power you have in the relationship. Aquarius knows what power, but this is going to bring about changes. So there's going to be a power shift. Just saying. And why we playing? It's just a damn strength card. It's an 8-2, right? Knowing these revelations will help you know where your strengths are in your relationship. And I feel like maybe for some of you, this is something prior to this you didn't really pay attention to or didn't know. This again will be one of them things that bind you together. Because now you have a full understanding of who's bringing what to the table and what the expectations are. Get to the second week with the High Priestess and the light. You're going to have to just roll with this. Here's the divine intervention right here. I like the High Priestess. She shows up different in different decks. I like her because she's that bitch. She's not the queen. She ain't the queen mother. She ain't the princess. She ain't the duchess. She's just the fucking High Priestess. And she can make shit come and go at will. However, as poor little humans down here, we have to figure out how to do what she does so easily. And that's putting logic into chaos. Because a lot of you may be in situations with your Aquarius or Taurus, however that's going, where you swore up and down it wasn't happening. Fuck you, I'm gone, goodbye. Fuck you, I'm gone, goodbye. fuck you, I'm gone, goodbye. And now here you are. And in the energy here, I don't feel like anybody wants to say no to anything. But I think there's an understanding that you can't say yes to everything either. So now, depending on your relationship with your Aquarius, Taurus, will determine what gets a yes and what gets a no. There's going to have to be, we come back up here, understanding. There's going to have to be some compromises. Now that we got all the shit out the window and everybody know everybody's dirty, stinky laundry, there's going to have to be some compromises. Because neither of you are coming into this just scot-free. Maybe another relationship. There may be baby mama, baby daddy drama playing off in one of your corners. There may be other family issues, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles, whoever, that are playing into one or the both of you's personal life. And it's going to have some impact and some bearing on your relationship. Let it go. Let it work out. Let the high priestess just do her thing. And continue to stand on your own, in your light. Don't let this situation, because there is, if I could just show you all the hearts that are just kind of floating up off the damn table. There's so much intensity and chemistry and love here. Real genuine shit. I don't even have to read. The cards are telling you. The cards are telling you. Strength card, the Tower, the High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune. It's all right here. It's all right here. This second week, just remember to stand your ground, whatever it is, because again, negotiating that power dynamic, stand your ground, and then just let the shit that's gonna happen. It's major energy, so it may defy logic. It may not be logical. It may not make sense. You may be scratching your ass going, how the hell? I know I just said I wasn't doing this no more. Just continue to stand your ground. Now, there's some of you that are not going to want to go into this. You're not going to want to go back. I feel like Aquarius is the one that's kind of been the wayward child. And now they've realized a thing or two. Get that sense of realization here as things come into alignment, which is perfect timing and divine timing. Even though you may be pissed off, Taurus, because shit didn't happen right when you wanted it to. That part right there. But there's a sense of realization here. All of this. You know, when shit starts breaking down, foundational things start breaking down, you begin to realize the fuck. Oh shit. The recognition and reward with the Knight of Wands. Yeah. And that's that phoenix coming up out the fire. There you go. Y'all are making moves. Now, there's going to have to be, for probably a variety of reasons, there's going to have to be some silence. Hence the nighttime and the stars and shit. And the two of you are just going to have to do what you're going to have to do. Make the decision that you're going to stay together. You're going to have to just go ahead and get with that plan, whatever it is, plan A, plan D, plan F. Put it in motion and not say a whole lot about it at all until you're done. Because there may be some jealousy going on here with some outside sources. Taurus, it feels like you've got some suitors that are waiting to get suited. And you get ready to tell them to hit the bricks. So this is going to have to be something that's done. It's all to the good. And for any inside or internal work that either one of you have done, this is where the recognition and the reward for that goes, or comes from, or gets to, or you get, or whatever. This will be the time you feel that. Like the phoenix rising up out the ashes. And the two of you, if you decide to get to this point, will begin to see the reason for things, revelations, happening in the past. which doesn't, you don't get that to happen all the time in a relationship in real time. So that is a real genuine gift from the divine. At the end of the second week, positive movement forward with the wheel of fortune, coming out of an old cycle and beginning to make some positive movement forward. Opportunities already seized. Some of you may decide, like I said, to just move on by yourself, Taurus. That would probably be you. You don't want to do this. It feels like Aquarius is really trying to be in this. And see, they're not on the board. So that means they are everywhere. That part. Weeks 3 and 4. Not a damn thing bad about the reading. Ain't that something? Intuition pulls the 9 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles on top of fertility. Lover's card on top of foundation and achievements. Love begins. 2 of Cups. Accelerated motion. 10 of Wands. Fulfillment of wishes. Judgment. There will be some choices that need to be made. That's the 9 of Wands. Use your intuition. Use your intuition. Taurus, probably you. I'm just going to throw that out there. Whichever of you has fire in your natal chart. And if you both do, then you both do. But there's some choices. Going to be some hard conversations you're going to have with some folks. Cause but the trick here is to use your intuition. So I know I just said a lot when I said it. But what about Aquarius? You got choices, Taurus. That's one of the things, you know, and for every choice, there's always a consequence, you know. So think about what you're doing. For many of you, I don't see you walking away from this Aquarius connection. I just don't. But there may be now that was crazy. I stopped it right at 22:44. Who the hell knew? Anyway, I'm sorry. My throat got stuck in my throat. Who knew? At any rate, that this is popping up underneath the High Priestess and the light standing in your life. Once again, you're going to have some choices to make, Taurus. You got all these suitors and shit. You're going to have to tell some folks bye. You may have to decide to say goodbye to some of them permanently because they may not handle the news well. You may not, that might be a turnoff for you. Others of you may have to make a decision about keeping some folks as friends. So, once again, here's that intuition. Others of you may decide to choose one of these outside people over the Aquarius. Now, that feels like a smaller group of people to me, but be that as it may, it's still a choice. Sometimes choices leads to regrets. On the other side of this, it feels like Aquarius may have in the past made some choices, and they're trying to deal with that in real time now. Maybe their ex, maybe they were seeing somebody else if you were separated or weren't speaking or however that is, broke up, unbroke up, or broke up type shit, situationship type shit, that part. They may, both of you obviously dating other people. There may be someone in particular on Aquarius' side that's just, you know, kind of floating around in the background. Once again, dealing with the regret of that choice. Because from what I can feel, Aquarius has been down with you, Taurus, the whole time. But for whatever reason, mentally, being an air sign, there you go, it's been a struggle. So all that thinking, we get to the wands, time for some action. I don't have a sense that, for those of you that this is resonating with, let me say that again because that ain't for everybody. I don't have a sense that this is going to be a big deal for you all. It's going to be a bigger deal for the people that you're dealing with, that part. So, and this has the energy and the feel that things that you're letting go in lieu of this relationship at one point may have been a big deal to you. I'll just throw that there. With the Ten of Pentacles on top of the fertility, creating material stability. That's what that is, creating material stability. Taurus obviously likes the fine or fuzzy things in life. And so this is gonna, there may be something that occurs that's gonna put you on a path to increase your stability as a couple. And also increase your security. So, for some of you, third party, looking at that 3 of fertility, for some of you, you're the winner, Taurus, just in case you didn't know, you're the winner. Whatever's going on, if there's some extra shit going on with outside people trying to throw a monkey wrench in something, if you felt like that or have been feeling like that, that is over. Might be a baby daddy or ex-boyfriend. Somebody just always, every time you try to do something with Aquarius or Aquarius tries to do something with Taurus, this person or situation just keeps popping up. Over, done. And the puppy is telling me that. I'm just saying, get to the end of this third week, foundation and achievements with the Lover's card. There you go. It don't get no better than that. And it really becomes, as you begin to start kind of sketching this out and see the rainbow and shit, it really becomes you, the two of you becoming totally aware of each other. Because I don't think you haven't been, but this is like at a totally different level, major energy, so look out. And it will help that it's underneath the Wheel of Fortune. This will kick off the new cycle. The two of you, and that, see all that damn divine intervention. I'm just saying, something is going on with y'all that's supposed to happen, whether you know it or not, understand it or not. That's what the hell. We get to the fourth week, obviously 2 of Cups on top of the Love Begins. I don't know what else to say, really. Shit, the hell. But this is what I call the Ace of Cups. This is the beginning. And there's just mutual moochie with y'all. Yeah. This is where it is. This is right where it is. And this is where you just have a sense of peace. That's the only way I know it. Because all the bullshit, the tower moments, people acting crazy, all of that is behind you. Time to start a new journey. With the 10 of Wands on top of the accelerated motion. Yeah. This will be the two of you coming out of isolation. And just stopping all of this and moving forward. All of this will just, a lot of things, there's something that will happen in the future that's going to just, almost like a knife cutting through wheat. It's just going to cut all the bullshit off. And whatever happens, that's what the fuck it's going to be. And it's going to make the way clear for Taurus and Aquarius. I don't know what that situation is, but on either end, there will be things, again, fucking hand of God, all in the middle of this, divine intervention. Let me just look at the bird and tell you that part. And whatever is plaguing whatever, whoever's still trying to hover around outside the damn cave, you know, trying to make noise and flashing lights and shit, it's just gonna go away. So something, maybe a conversation, it may be a reaction to something, it may be a situation, it may be a predicament somebody gets in, whatever it is, it's gonna completely throw anybody that's trying to throw shade on y'all shit out the door. So this will go away. And there, at that point, you'll be able to just go. At the end of this, all of that for the fulfillment of your wishes. So this is a wish coming true for either one of the both of you. I feel like it might be the both of you. And it's kind of like a resurrection, that judgment. If you look closely, there's an empty graves behind them. And it's kind of like, okay, fuck it. Let's move along. But there is so much divine intervention going on. I think, Taurus, you'll probably be surprised at some of the things that occur in the next month, because this is just shit that many of you are not expecting. Again, though, it's all about them planets getting lined up just right. Cards, oracle cards. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go so long, but the reading is what the reading is. What you want me to tell you? Is it worth it? Some of you are going to be that is sitting up there on top of that high priestess. You're going to be asking that question. Is this worth it? Especially if you've been through a whole bunch of shit with each other before, you both might be asking, the fuck, is this worth it? But there's something that keeps bringing the two of you back together. Close the door. Some of you need to close the door. What did I tell you? You cannot keep doing the same old, same old. Yeah. It's a new beginning. So you're gonna have to just literally shut the door on the bullshit and start with the new beginning. If you keep letting old things just creep in, this is not gonna work. For others of you that are gonna walk away from the relationship, whether it's Taurus, Aquarius, close the door. That's not for everybody, but there it is. You need a better plan. You need a better plan. What I say about tiptoeing around in the dark, you're gonna have to be quiet. Where'd that little activity go? Yeah, some of you hear this. Is that it? I guess it was. You're going to need a better plan. That's not it. Sure as I pick it up and feel it. There it is. Making moves. You need a better plan. So whatever y'all got up your sleeve, there you go. You need a better plan. But much of what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to be quiet about it and just do it. And then, tell folks a few months down the road what's been done. That part. Follow the leader. That's that power dynamic. Spark. Yeah. Slow and steady. Keep this shit going. Slow and steady. You're gonna get there. Y'all might not be in the big $50 million fantabulous 45-room house. You're going to get there. That's the universe telling you you're gonna get there. It's there. It's there. And it's way more than a spark. But okay, we'll go with spark. If you're going back into this, if this is an old relationship that you're going to step back into, You may need to find the spark. And some of you may still be on that old shit like, I don't know. You may need to take that time to do that. But you may have to find that spark. I don't think you're going to have difficulty because the way shit's popping off the table, I don't know. Follow the leader, that power dynamic. Revelation. Somebody going to have to get in front and just start doing shit and get it done. Stuff is not going to happen. The relationship is just not going to occur. Y'all are going to have to do something. So once you figure out the power dynamic, follow the damn leader, whoever this is for, Taurus or Aquarius. My Taurus babies, my Aquarius babies, I love you so much. I hope you have a good rest of the month of March, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.